Previously on Upload. And now...
Hi, I'm Polly.
And I'm Martha.
And we're the presenters of Upload. A new term,
A new Upload.
First, let's start off with awards evening.
Outfitted in suits or dresses, Wootton Upper School's sixth form students appeared uncharacteristically sharp on the evening of Thursday the 11th of October. This was no collective formal fashion statement, but a celebration of Wootton Upper School's best exam results to date. It was, of course, the awards evening. But the awards presented were not just for academic excellence. Indeed, Wootton Upper School acknowledges the tremendous amounts of effort given by some students to improve their attainment with the Academic Progress Awards. Further awards included those for students who had participated in STEM programmes, that's science, technology, engineering and maths, students who had overcome personal difficulties, and students with hitherto uncelebrated achievements or talents. This lattermost aspect was encapsulated by the musical interludes of the evening, provided by the extremely talented Henry Phillips and Amy Carter. Head boy Owen Hall and head girl Olivia DaCosta not only received awards for their services to the school, but also aided Mr Withell and the other teachers in the presentation. They bestowed gifts to Mr Gleeson in recognition of his contributions to the school and to the special guest of the evening, Dougie Hunter. Dougie Hunter is the CEO of ARA, the Aircraft Research Association, one of the foremost engineering companies in Bedford. At the end of the evening, Hunter discussed his work as an engineer, complementing the talk with video clips from aircraft tests he has been involved in. Wootton Upper School's annual awards evening allowed students a rare chance to receive recognition for all of their hard work throughout the years, and with exam results as good as these, it is clear that there was a lot of hard work. But if the message of the awards evening wasn't sufficiently communicated, let me rephrase it here succinctly. Well done.
With new students joining the school, we've seen a lot of new faces around.
And even more glimpses at open evening.
Wootton Upper School fittingly opened its doors for open evening on Thursday the 20th of September. Year 8s from local middle schools had an opportunity to look around. I recall it being a somewhat overwhelming and scary experience myself, feelings that were certainly alleviated for Year 8s by the friendly staff and students who helped out. The different departments utilised some of their best and brightest to put on the show for the parents and prospective students.
God before bed and the promise of sleep. God in my dreams and the free ride of grace.
Overall, the evening was a success, and we hope to see many of the current Year 8 students here next year.
Now here's Mr Murphy with more about the 10-10-10 challenge.
This year we've introduced the 10-10-10 challenge for our sixth form students. The challenge is that they have to raise £10,000 within 10 months for a charity within 10 miles of Wootton. The idea is, or the hope is, that it gets them more involved in their local community, volunteer at the chosen charity, get volunteers into the schools to talk to other students about the good work that's going on in the local community. We find a lot of our students are really academically prepared for their next steps, but some lack wider aspects to their education. So the hope is this year that this 10-10-10 challenge might help fill that void.
It's only the first half of term, the schools have been playing a lot of sports.
The 9th of October was busy for sports as boys were playing rugby against Bedford School. Year 10 girls played football against Beaumont from St Albans. Parents and friends came to support those who played. Even though Wootton lost both games, they were intense and energetic. The girls had a difficult situation too, as they only played with 10 players, and one of them got injured in the first half.
Now it's no secret that Wootton is well known for its drama department.
So well known in fact that a journalist from BBC Lookies came to record a segment on it last half term.
Some lucky sixth form drama students had the rare opportunity to appear on TV last term when a reporter for BBC Lookies came to Wootton Up on the 13th of July to record a segment for the programme. The students performed an extract from The Lord of the Flies, which was performed by Wootton last term. Now, ex-Wootton Upper School student Jack Hooper was even interviewed about his scholarship to the Liverpool Institute for Performing Arts, where he is now studying acting.
As per usual, drama students have been on various trips.
To do their schoolwork, of course.
First up was the Year 11 trip to see the play Beautiful Burnout.
Year 11 drama students watched Beautiful Burnout performed to a frantic assembly at the Warwick Arts Centre. It was about boxers and the dangers involved in becoming a professional. Frantic Assembly engaged the audience with humour and high energy. I would definitely recommend watching Beautiful Burnout or anything by Frantic Assembly.
And the second is a stage adaptation of Mark Haddon's novel, A Curious Incident of Dog in the Night Time.
That was a bit of a mouthful.
Tell me about it.
On Wednesday the 10th of October, Year 12 and 13 drama students took the train to London to see the adaptation of The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. Before the play, there was a workshop with one of the National Theatre directors. In this workshop, various exercises were completed to increase their focus. The show was then seen at the National, where an excellent production was brought to life concerning the thoughts and troubles which a young autistic boy faces.
And recently, media and film students went to the Arts Picture House in Cambridge.
They saw two films, The Awakening and Blackmail.
The first of two National Film Schools Week trips occurred on Thursday the 18th of October, when Year 10 and 11 media students went to the Arts Picture House in Cambridge to see the horror film The Awakening. Set in 1921, the film is about a boarding school haunted by the ghost of a child. Before the film started, a woman from the BVFC gave a talk about film classification and how films are given different age ratings depending on their content. On the 19th of October, sixth form media and film students went to the Cambridge Arts Picture House to watch Alfred Hitchcock's 1929 thriller, Blackmail. The movie is a classic British film. In true Hitchcock style, it seemed ahead of its time due to there being aspects of both silent cinema and the talkies. Before the film, there was an introduction by author and researcher Charles Barr. He spoke about the influence of Hitchcock and Blackmail on the UK film industry. After the film, we were able to catch Barr for an interview.
I wouldn't say he's my favourite director. I think perhaps John Ford is my favourite director. But Hitchcock is certainly very, very special. Not necessarily the best, but in some ways the absolute representative of cinema. I think I tend slightly perversely to say The Lady Vanishes. Partly because it's a British film, it's always good to be reminded, as with Blackmail, how important Hitchcock's foundational years were. I think Hitchcock was always interested in what other people did, but he never expressed much admiration for people who weren't a lot older than him. He wasn't very generous about other people, so I suspect he would have watched Paul Greengrass's films and been very interested in their rate of cutting and so on, maybe picked up a few things from them, but he wouldn't have said anything very generous.
Wootton Upper was lucky enough to have the Olympic torch runner Harry Barrett come to the school on the 19th of July.
Kindly Harry handed out the Year 10 Sports Day Awards, and also he let go of his torch so people could have pictures of it.
Although, we couldn't quite catch an interview with him.
I get it, catch an interview.
We did talk to Mr. Mills, our own Mr. Mills.
Okay, Harry and myself were at school together. We're in the same year, we played a little bit of rugby together towards the end of our school when we were both upper sixth. Unfortunately, because of his illness, he was unable to play rugby from the age of about 10 all the way through to when he was about 16, 17. Yeah, well, when he was diagnosed with a tumour in his spinal cord, it got removed originally when he was 11, and he was given the all clear when he was about 14, 15 to start playing rugby and stuff again. And then when he was 17, he was diagnosed again with having the tumour again, which meant he was 1 in 112 people to get it again, which was, you know, quite bad. That then made him actually not have that much time to live. He was given 40 years to live. And instead of moping around and not taking part in things, he decided to do something with his time, and that's when he started doing his rugby coaching, all his volunteering for charity, for cancer charity. Oh, it was really, really busy. I was in Northampton when it was going on. I saw him, and he was going through the middle of the centre of town, and the atmosphere was brilliant, and he said he really, really enjoyed it. He said his arm ached from holding it up for a long time now.
Yeah. Even though the winter months are coming, it's nice to look back at the warmer times.
In case you've forgotten that weather ever happened in England, here is some footage of our very own river festival.
Bedford kicked off the summer in style with a biennial river festival, which occurred on Saturday the 21st and Sunday the 22nd of July. The embankment was lined with stalls as far as the eye could see, offering a wide range of food and goods. The live music performed on the stages gave Bedfordians an opportunity to get a taste of proper music festivals such as Reading and Glastonbury for free and, thankfully, without the typically awful weather. Other types of performances were also given, such as one man with a water-powered jetpack similar to Mario's Flood from Super Mario Sunshine.
Here's a welcome from new Upload team.
Cameron Mulligan Lapwood.
Andrew Leader.
Hannah Smith.
Sean Palmer.
Luke Selby-Law.
Quinn Allen.
Grant Cooper.
Jake Chaplin.
James Stanbridge.
Nick Tresidder.
Ashra Kenyon.
Dom Lamb.
Adam Leishman.
Elliot Smith.
Andy Coe.
Rebecca Brighton.
Sam Hunt.
Monica.
Hey, I'm Rennie Simone and I'm the Director of Arts and Communications. I run all of our social media sites such as our Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and more. Cheerio!
Hi, my name is Avneet. I'm the head scriptwriter for Upload. I also do interviews too.
Hi, I'm Alex. I'm head of cinematography at Upload, and I'm here to make sure that everything looks nice and visually interesting.
I'm Adam Tyndall, and as well as being the disembodied voice you so frequently hear, I'm the editor for Upload.
Hi, I'm Millie, and I'm the head of Upload, which means I overlook all the projects which come through Upload, and I'm the one that you speak to about things and stuff. But yeah, thanks for watching this episode of Upload, and I hope you've enjoyed it and come back for more.